Welcome to the official podcast series by POTENZA, where innovation meets insight. In this series, we dive deep into the world of SAP, explore the power of robotic process automation, and unlock the true potential of data analytics. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a business leader, or just curious about the digital transformation shaping our world, you're in the right place. Tune in, stay curious, and let's explore the future of enterprise technology together. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube for more powerful insights. Now, let's get into today's episode.
Welcome to the deep dive. You know, if you're like a lot of organizations right now, you're probably facing this huge challenge, just drowning in documents, mountains of unstructured data, right? And the old way of handling it, it's slow, it's full of errors, and honestly, it's just a massive bottleneck. Stops things getting done.
Absolutely. A real drag on efficiency.
But what if you could actually transform that flood of data? Turn those static documents into something dynamic, like instantly usable intelligence.
And that's really where intelligent document processing, or IDP, comes in. It's a genuinely transformative technology. It's completely reshaping how businesses deal with documents, how they analyze them, and crucially, how they get real value out of them.
Right.
So our mission with this deep dive today, we're going to unpack how IDP is really revolutionizing document processing. You know, right now in 2025, we're seeing these unprecedented levels of efficiency, accuracy, accessibility too. Think of this as your shortcut, basically. Your way to get properly informed on this really critical topic. We'll show you how 5 of the leading IDP tools are making this whole revolution happen.
Exactly. So whether you're prepping for a big meeting, or maybe just trying to get up to speed on this field because it moves so fast.
It really does.
Or maybe you're just curious, right? This deep dive, it's going to give you those core insights, those aha moments. You'll see why automating documents isn't just like a nice to have anymore.
Oh, definitely not.
In today's business world, it's really becoming essential. For survival, for growth, it's huge.
So let's really get into this.
Let's do it.
So when we say IDP is transformative, what is intelligent document processing, like at its core? Can you break that down for us?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the key thing to grasp is IDP isn't just one piece of software. It's more of an advanced solution, right? It pulls together AI, machine learning, NLP, artificial intelligence, machine learning, natural language processing.
Your KERM. Right, technologies you've probably heard about. But here, they're applied specifically to automatically capture data, classify documents, extract the important bits, and then process it all. And that's from unstructured stuff, semi-structured, all kinds of documents. Right. And the key difference, the thing that really sets it apart from older, like rigid rules-based systems, IDP understands context. It can adapt to variations in documents, and it actually learns and improves over time through machine learning.
So it gets smarter.
Exactly. It's a whole approach: automated classification, smart routing, validation, integration. It's about creating these truly end-to-end automated workflows.
That adaptability sounds like, a total game changer, especially given the sheer amount of information businesses are wrestling with. So why is IDP so critical now? What's the big problem it's solving sort of quietly in the background?
Well, think about the scale. In 2025, something like over 80% of all enterprise data is still unstructured, just sitting there.
Wow, 80%.
Yeah, it's huge. Imagine all that untapped potential. So you've got this explosion in document volume, right? Plus you've got increasing regulations, higher customer expectations for like super fast service.
Right, everything needs to be instant.
Exactly. It creates this perfect storm of challenges. And IDP tackles these head on. It gets rid of those operational bottlenecks, the repetitive manual stuff.
Yeah.
It massively reduces the risk of human errors. Think about a bank maybe missing a tiny clause in a loan document. That could lead to huge compliance issues, financial losses.
Yeah, big consequences.
For sure. And really importantly, it lets organizations scale up their operations without having to hire tons more people just for processing. That dramatically boosts profitability, their competitive edge. It's fundamental.
So, okay, beyond just making things faster, what are the really concrete, measurable benefits companies are actually seeing when they put IDP in place?
Oh, the results are genuinely impressive. Measurable stuff. We're talking operational efficiency gains, typically between 70 and 90% reduction in processing times.
70 to 90%. That's huge.
It's massive. Imagine a big insurance company processing thousands of claims every single day. Cutting that time means they can handle volumes they just couldn't dream of before.
Right.
Accuracy rates also shoot way up, often hitting 95 to 99%. That slashes costs from fixing errors, doing rework.
Okay.
Financially, it means you can shift your people away from those, frankly, tedious, repetitive tasks, move them on to higher value stuff like analysis, strategy, things that need human brains. And that actually boosts employee satisfaction, helps keep good people around.
That makes sense. Less drudgery.
Exactly. And then there's the compliance and risk angle. IDP gives you comprehensive audit trails, standardized processes, automated checks. It makes regulatory reporting and responding to audits much, much faster. This kind of impact, it's really only possible because of the tech behind IDP.
Okay, yeah, that's where I wanted to go next.
Yeah.
What are these core technologies? What's actually enabling this massive shift?
Absolutely. So IDP solutions are really a sophisticated mix of several advanced technologies working together.
Okay.
At the base level, you've got optical character recognition, OCR. You probably know the basics turn scanned docs into text the computer can read.
Right, standard stuff.
Well, yes and no, because modern OCR, it's evolved way beyond that basic function. It now uses advanced machine learning, neural networks. It can handle really complex layouts, multiple columns, tables, pictures embedded in the text.
Ah, okay. Much smarter than just reading letters.
Way smarter. It can even tackle handwritten text, lots of different fonts, even scans that are kind of degraded or low quality. That's how we got that jump in accuracy from maybe 80–85% up to that 95–99% range we talked about.
Okay, so it's not just reading the text, it's understanding the structure and context on the page.
Yeah.
But how does it actually, comprehend what it's seeing beyond just the characters?
Right, and that's where natural language processing, or NLP, comes in. That's a critical differentiator. NLP lets the IDP system understand not just what the text says, but what it means.
Okay, meaning. That's key.
It is. It allows the system to extract semantic meaning, understand the relationships between different bits of information, and make intelligent decisions based on that, like classifying documents or routing data correctly.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Think about customer hideback forms. NLP can tell positive from negative sentiment. Or in dense legal contracts, it can perform entity recognition, pinpointing names, dates, addresses, dollar amounts, even when they're buried in paragraphs. That's invaluable for complex stuff where the nuance really matters.
Got it. And then the intelligence part. The machine learning and AI, that's what enables the continuous improvement you mentioned.
Precisely. That's the core of its ability to keep learning and adapting. Machine learning and AI allow IDP systems to learn from examples people provide, spot complex patterns, and make really accurate predictions about documents. This involves things like supervised learning, where you train it on labeled data, like saying, this is an invoice, this is the total amount, to get high accuracy. But also unsupervised learning, which can discover hidden patterns on its own. Super useful for things like spotting potential fraud or anomalies in transactions, stuff humans might miss.
Wow. Okay, it's powerful how that all links up. But how does all this smart tech actually connect back to the day-to-day business processes to create those smooth workflows? Is that where RPA comes in? Robotic process automation?
Exactly. Integrating RPA with IDP is what creates those really powerful end-to-end automated workflows. RPA acts like the hands and feet, letting IDP talk to your existing business apps.
Ah, okay.
So it can update databases, trigger the next step in a process, all without needing complex custom-built integrations. For instance, IDP pulls data from an invoice.
Right.
Then RPA can automatically log that into your accounting system, maybe even start the payment process. It's also really critical for handling exceptions.
What do you mean by exception?
Well, sometimes the system isn't 100% sure about something, or maybe it's really unusual to document. RPA can flag that, route it efficiently to the right human for review, that's the human in the loop part, and then learn from how the human handled it.
Gotcha. So it keeps learning even from the tricky stuff.
Exactly.
And the final piece, I guess, cloud computing. That's huge for any modern tech. How has the cloud changed how IDP gets deployed and used?
Oh, the cloud has been absolutely fundamental. It's meant huge reductions in the upfront infrastructure costs for companies, much better scalability, much faster deployment times.
Right, you don't need massive servers on site anymore.
Not necessarily. The cloud's elastic nature means IDP solutions can scale up or down easily to handle fluctuating document volumes. You basically pay for what you use.
Makes sense.
Plus, it makes collaboration easier, letting teams access and work on documents from anywhere. And, for companies with really sensitive sensitive data or specific regulations, hybrid models are common now, keeping some data on-premise while still getting cloud benefits.
That's a fantastic breakdown of the tech involved. So now let's talk about IDP in action. Can you give us some real-world examples? Show its versatility across different industries.
Yeah, and what's really striking is just how broadly applicable it is. Let's take financial services. It's transforming things like loan processing, insurance claims, regulatory reporting.
Okay.
Think about a mortgage application. Used to take days, maybe weeks, to manually check all the bank statements, pay stubs, ID docs for KYC.
Yeah, tons of paperwork.
Exactly. Now, IDP can often do that verification in minutes. Or healthcare. It's revolutionizing patient record management, insurance claims, clinical trial documentation, ensuring hypo compliance while speeding things up dramatically.
It's huge for admin overhead there, I bet.
Absolutely. Then you've got the legal field. They're using it for contract analysis, e-discovery during litigation, case management. Imagine reviewing thousands of contracts to find specific clauses. IDP can do that incredibly quickly, turns weeks into days. And even in manufacturing and supply chain, streamlining purchase order processing, managing invoices, handling quality control documents. It massively speeds up procurement cycles and improves relationships with suppliers.
Those are really powerful examples. Shows just how wide the impact is. So with all these options popping up, how does a company figure out which IDP tool is the right fit for them, for their specific situation?
That's a really critical question. And it needs a proper systematic evaluation. You can't just pick one off a list.
Right.
First, you've got to really dig into your own requirements. What kinds of documents are you dealing with? What are the volumes now and projected? How accurate does it need to be? What systems does it have to talk to, like your ERP or CRM?
Okay.
And accuracy is absolutely paramount. I mean, even a small difference, say going from 95% accuracy to 98%, that can have huge financial implications when you're processing thousands of documents.
Good point.
And I can't stress this enough, test it with your actual documents. Don't just rely on the vendor's generic samples. See how it handles your invoices, your contracts.
Right, real-world testing.
Exactly. Then look at scalability. Can it grow with you? Performance. How fast is it really? And those integration capabilities are key. Does it connect smoothly with the systems you already use?
Okay, beyond those general points, are there specific, like, must-have features people should be looking for in a good IDP solution?
Definitely. You want strong document classification. Can it automatically figure out this is an invoice, this is a purchase order, this is a resume, even if it hasn't seen that exact layout before?
Okay.
Advanced data extraction is obviously crucial. Can it pull out the key info accurately no matter where it is on the page or how the document is formatted?
Right.
Validation and verification features are important too. Can it cross-check the extracted info against your business rules, or maybe look up a vendor in your database to make sure it's legit?
Good point. Data quality.
Absolutely. And finally, you need robust exception handling and those human-in-the-loop workflows we talked about. How does it handle the tricky stuff? How easy is it for a human to step in, correct something, and help the system learn?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, now for the part I think a lot of listeners are waiting for. Based on what the market's showing, user feedback, all that, who are the top 5 IDP tools really leading this revolution in 2025?
Right. This is where it gets really interesting, looking at the leaders who are genuinely transforming how businesses operate. Let's run through them.
Okay.
First, you've got UiPath Document Understanding. Now, UiPath is obviously huge in automation generally.
Yeah, everyone knows UiPath for RPA.
Exactly. But their IDP strength is really impressive. It's not just about handling high volumes. It's got this almost uncanny ability to figure out the context, even in really ambiguous documents or layouts it's never seen before. Stuff older systems just couldn't handle.
How does it do that?
It uses their own proprietary large language models. Plus, it's got excellent human-in-the-loop capabilities for tuning accuracy. And of course, it integrates seamlessly into the whole UiPath automation platform. They offer pre-trained models to get you started quickly, good APIs. It's a very complete offering.
Okay. UiPath. Who's next?
Second, ABBYY Vantage. ABBYY has been a leader in OCR for decades, and that experience really shows. Vantage is their cloud-based AML platform, and users consistently rate its accuracy exceptionally high.
So, really good at the core extraction.
Incredibly good, especially with challenging stuff, handwritten notes, really poor quality scans. Its precision there is remarkable. A big advantage they have is their pre-built document skills. It's like having ready-made expertise for common document types, invoices, purchase orders, tax forms, which can shave months off the setup time.
Interesting. Document skills. Okay, number 3.
Third is Automation Anywhere IQ-Bot. They take more of a cognitive automation approach, blending RPA tightly with AI specifically for documents. Its standout feature is its powerful self-learning capability.
How does that work?
It learns continuously from human feedback during the exception handling process. So when a person corrects something, IQ-Bot learns from that correction. This makes it incredibly good at handling variations and unexpected formats that might stump other systems. Users report really significant time savings and ROI, especially with complex, unstructured data.
So it adapts really well. Okay, 4th.
Fourth is Nanonets. This is an AI-powered platform that's really gaining momentum, known for being user-friendly and quick to deploy. Its big differentiator is its no-code, low-code approach.
So easier for non-technical users.
Exactly. It makes IDP much more accessible to business users, people closer to the actual processes, without needing deep technical skills. This means companies can adapt really quickly, even creating workflows for new document types they haven't processed before, almost on the fly. It's got an intuitive interface, pre-built templates, and a strong API-first design for easy integration.
Okay, Nanonets for ease of use and speed. And the 5th one.
And number 5 is IBM Watson Discovery. This is really your enterprise-grade AI powerhouse. It shines particularly when dealing with massive volumes of documents or complex analytical needs.
So big data, deep analysis.
Precisely. Its NLP capabilities go way beyond just pulling out data points. It excels at things like sentiment analysis across thousands of customer reviews, identifying key entities, and crucially, mapping the relationships between information scattered across vast document repositories. Think research papers, legal case files. Watson can turn that into genuinely actionable intelligence. Plus, you get continuous learning, enterprise-level security, the works.
That's an incredible lineup. 5 very powerful but clearly distinct tools. But, even with the best tool, getting it implemented successfully can be the real challenge. What are the key strategies for making IDP work in an organization?
Yeah, implementation is absolutely critical. You need a really systematic, thoughtful approach. It starts with understanding your current processes inside out. Where are the real bottlenecks IDP can actually fix?
Okay, assessment first.
Right. Then choosing a pilot project is crucial. Start small, pick something where you can show clear value relatively quickly. That builds confidence and momentum.
Makes sense. Get an early win.
Exactly. Then you need to invest time in data preparation. That means digitizing documents if needed, cleaning up data, creating good quality training data sets for the AI. And finally, planning the system integration carefully using APIs, maybe pre-built connectors for your SAP or Salesforce that's vital for smooth operation.
And you mentioned earlier the human element. Change management sounds key here.
Oh, it's paramount. You can't just drop this tech in and expect magic. Staff might have very real concerns about their jobs changing, needing new skills.
Yeah, fear of automation.
Understandably. So clear communication, comprehensive training, and genuinely involving people in the process are absolutely key. You need to emphasize how IDP gets rid of the boring, repetitive stuff, freeing them up for more interesting analytical work that actually uses their judgment and creativity. Frame it as augmentation, not replacement.
That's a good way to put it. So once it's up and running, how do you actually know if it's working, if it's successful? What KPIs should companies be tracking?
You need clear metrics, absolutely. Look for that tangible reduction in processing time. Is it hitting that 70-90% range? Track accuracy improvements. Are you getting towards that 95-99% goal? Even small bumps in accuracy save real money.
Okay.
Measure the reduction in errors and the cost associated with fixing those errors. And critically, calculate the return on investment, the ROI. Most studies show positive ROI within 12 to 18 months, sometimes even faster if the implementation is well planned.
12 to 18 months for positive ROI. That's pretty compelling.
It really is.
So we've talked about the huge potential, how to implement it well, but what about the bumps in the road? What are the common challenges companies hit? And crucially, how do they get past them?
Yeah, challenges definitely exist. You can sort of group them into technical and organizational. On the technical side, you might run into complexities integrating with older legacy systems. Sometimes the initial data quality isn't great, which affects training. Or maybe getting the accuracy just right for really inconsistent documents takes tuning.
How do you fix those?
Careful planning is key. Rigorous testing before you go live. ongoing efforts to cleanse data, and continuous monitoring and retraining of the AI models as you feed them more examples.
Okay, so ongoing effort is needed.
Definitely. Then you have the organizational challenges. Resistance to change is a big one. Sometimes training isn't adequate, or maybe expectations were set unrealistically high for day one.
Right, the human side again.
Exactly. And you tackle those with strong change management, like we discussed. Really comprehensive training programs, not just a one-off session. And clear, consistent communication to manage expectations and keep highlighting the long-term benefits for everyone.
That's incredibly helpful context. Okay, looking ahead now.
Huh.
What's next for IDP? Where's this technology going? How will AI and other new tech keep pushing the boundaries here?
The future for IDP is incredibly dynamic. Advanced AI and ML are going to keep driving huge changes. For instance, large language models, LLMs, they're already moving IDP beyond just extraction towards truly understanding complex narratives in documents.
So deeper comprehension.
Much deeper. And generative AI, that's going to allow IDP systems not just to extract information, but to actually generate things based on it, like drafting summaries of long reports, creating initial responses to customer emails based on policy documents, even generating new contracts from templates and extracted data.
Wow, generating content too.
Yeah, and we'll also see more multimodal AI systems that can process documents combining text, images, charts, graphs, extracting richer, more holistic insights from everything together.
Okay, what else?
Predictive analytics will become more integrated. IDP could start anticipating document needs, proactively routing information even before someone asks for it. Real-time dashboards giving instant insights into document workflows and key data trends will become standard. And blockchain technology. I think that's going to play a bigger role in document security and verifying authenticity. Think immutable records, smart contracts triggered by document processing, maybe even decentralized document storage for certain use cases.
Blockchain for trust. Makes sense.
But maybe the most exciting trend for me is how human-AI collaboration will evolve. The future isn't just automation. It's IDP augmenting what people can do.
Right, working together.
Exactly. Freeing up workers to focus on the really high-value stuff, critical thinking, complex problem-solving, creativity. We'll see much more sophisticated human-in-the-loop processes where the system learns continuously and rapidly from every human interaction, making the whole process smarter over time.
What an incredible journey we've taken through the world of intelligent document processing. It really is clear, isn't it? IDP is one of the most significant tech shifts happening in business right now.
Absolutely.
We've covered how tools like UiPath document understanding, ABBYY Vantage automation, Anywhere IQBot, Nanonets, and IBM Watson Discovery are really at the forefront of this.
And connecting it back to the big picture, it's so important to remember this isn't just about plugging in some new software.
Right.
It represents a really fundamental rethinking of how organizations handle information, how they make decisions, how they serve their customers ultimately. It's about unlocking the real dynamic potential hidden away in all those documents, turning static records into live, actionable intelligence.
And that journey to getting there successfully, it's not just about the technology itself, it's about organizational transformation too.
Totally. It requires that strategic investment in managing the change, training people properly, continually looking for ways to optimize the processes around the tech. It's definitely a continuous journey, right?
Yeah.
Improvement, adaptation, but one that really promises significant rewards.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. As documents just keep multiplying in every part of every business, what amazing new possibilities could open up when you stop being a source of overwhelm, of manual drudgery, and instead become this dynamic stream of instantly accessible intelligence. How could that truly transform the way we all work, the way we innovate?
That's a wrap for today's episode of the POTENZA podcast series, where we decode SAP, automate with RPA, and analyze with precision. We hope you found today's conversation insightful and inspiring. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the technologies transforming tomorrow's enterprise. Got questions or ideas for a future episode? Drop them in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time. Thank you.